Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome back to Symmetria with Lyte. It's a dark and stormy night. But, because of various things that we do on this server, it is very often a dark and stormy night. But we're back here in my mini mesa. Got my banner, got everything cleaned up. It's looking pretty nice. You can see that I found a savanna. Got myself some acacia wood trees. Set them up. Hello, Poochie. Set them up around my little island here. It's hard to remember what was here and what wasn't in the first episode because so much has happened. I mean, just look around. So much has happened. I set up the dark wood, dark oak trees over here with the lights in them. Made myself a little bridge over to that peninsula, and we set up a nether portal hooked up to the nether hub for the east side of town. And if you look over there, my neighbor, Stratus, has a magnificent crystal just floating in the sky with a nether brick chain holding it up. Or down, really. So that's pretty sweet. And already been pranked. Server hasn't been up a week, and I've been pranked already. It's not a huge prank. Merza, who's been working on the beautification efforts of the nether hub, decided it would be fun to fill my tiny little base with netherrack. So, if you've got any tiny prank ideas for against Merza, his base, let's get a view from it from over here, is that giant flaming claw in the sky. Pretty awesome. But if you have any tiny prank ideas for getting him back for filling my base with netherrack, just let me know. Made a nice little bridge. Oh, and speaking of Stratus, earlier today, we were over in that forest over there. I caught myself a charged creeper in a minecart. And me, Stratus, Remuko, and Wolfer were over there giving him a name and playing around. And I think I'll show you that clip now. So, we'll cut away now. Boop. I've got the name tag.
Maybe you want to put off your stuff first.
If I die, I die. I only live right over there. So,
YOLO.
Here we go. Do you want to be named Sparky? Hello, Sparky. You want a name? Sparky! Sparky has a name! And he doesn't try to explode until you're too close to him. Wait. Oh, there he goes. Oh!
Oh man!
Oh,
Someone died.
Sorry about that.
I did.
Oh god.
Sorry, Stratus.
Oh.
I got a little too close. He was
How did
lulling me
you
into a
not
false
die?
sense of security.
How the heck did you not die? You were closer than me.
That's why I didn't take anything off. I have protection enchantments.
Damn.
Well,
Let me respawn.
I guess I should get some dirt and clean up this hole. Poor Sparky. Seems sometime in the future we're going to need to set up the Sparky Memorial Charged Creeper Farm. Oh, also have some purple sheep. Over here, I managed to drag back a donkey and a horse, and then gave him a golden carrot, and got myself a mule. Hello, mule. All three of these folks do require names. So if you have suggestions for names for them, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm tempted to call the horse Rocinante, but I don't really know about the donkey or the mule. We've got our mailboxes set up, and we've got the first issue of False Info. False information put out by Speedy. Let's see if he's on. Speed Skyblocks. Oh, Wolfer fell. Poor Wolfer. with a special contribution by Granny Gamer 1. This place seems safe enough. Let's do a little bit of reading. False News, Edition 1. Well done. The server is off to a flying start. New things are springing up all over the place. The new commercial district is rising up along with the town hall, which is soon to tower over the spawn. The atmosphere of server is really fantastic, with everyone being incredibly generous, helpful, and working together. There are multiple XP farms around the place. There's a blaze farm very far away in the Nether, a zombie farm behind the chicken cooker, skeleton farm by Statuscraft's humble abode, right over there. Rent a noob, presenting Renting a Noob, with prices ranging from 1 diamond to 4 iron. It's an interesting way to put it, 4 iron to 1 diamond. Speed Skyblocks is renting himself out to do the boring jobs that you always put off, from collecting to chopping wood and even mining, to name a few. For more information, visit his shop in the commercial district. The Iron Titan. The future iron farm needs you. Please donate any wood you can in order to help this project along. Any donation is appreciated. Community Amusements is growing right between Spawn Island and the Spawn Town, floating gardens. Free farms for new players right now. Soon to include villager trading, roller coaster, and carnival games. Follow signs in Nether. Okay. Please dig clay from inside the mountains to keep them looking pretty. Something tells me a page is missing. Yeah, it feels like there's a page missing between these two things. Oh well, we will look into that sometime in the future. Oh, I appear to be out of food. Let's do something about that, and then we'll get back to the tour. And the donkey got out. Don't you hurt my donkey. Creeper in the donkey pen. Don't want to shoot him, because I might hit the horse. Hello, Creeper. Goodbye, Creeper. You will not explode at me! Okay. About that food situation. Let's grab a few apples. That should hold us over. Let's actually put this back. And yeah. That little high was also from Merza. Okay, so we got some apples to keep us going. Let's get out of here before something really bad happens. So I'll give you another quick little tour and show off one of my things right at the end, because I do have something to show you besides just what's happened at the mini mesa and what some other folks have done. So we've got this style going on here. We also have that other places as well. We're trying to keep a relatively unified style. All of this work in here was done by Merza. He's done quite a bit since I left. I mean, I love the Christmas present feel of this area. I doubt that's what he was going for, but even without it being red and green, it feels like Christmas with the ribbons and all that. I love it. So, welcome to Spawn. There are various signs for various things. There used to be a sign for the desert going that way as well, but that's okay. I found the mesa. The fortress is a long ways off. Wolfer set up the blaze farm there. We've already found a stronghold, and the end portal is set up, and I'm fairly certain Enki Noobstein has enough Eyes of Ender for us to fight the dragon whenever we want. Wolfer broke into the roof of the Nether here, and is building something really fun up there. I don't know if it's done yet, so I'm not gonna spoil anything there. That way goes to someone's base. This way goes to the jungle that I found this afternoon. It is a long walk, so we likely need to set up some sort of horse pen here, because that's a long, long walk. Let's hop out and take a look at Spawn for a second. And here we are. There's tons that's been going on around here. We get a closer look at Merza's giant torch thingy. We've got Hesmu's arch, which now looks like a base instead of a bridge. The derp mine is still a derp mine. The enchantment table has gotten a nice room put around it. We've got really nice farms with tons of animals. We've got all sorts of good stuff going on around here. Since we found the fortress, we've got good old brewing stations. Lovely garden up top here. Ooh, not sure whose or what that is. Somebody built a lighthouse over there. I try to keep informed as to whose stuff is what, but there's just so many. Over there is Numbers Guy's area. It's 33696933. Not sure what he likes to be called. Not even certain it's a he. He doesn't come in his team speak, but we call him Numbers Guy, and he has not corrected us, so that's what I call him. We've got a lovely large house over here. Yeah, I don't tend to get to the west side very often, so I don't necessarily know who all of these are. Here's hoping they put signs. Please leave this space open for a pathway leading forward. Okie doke. That is a lovely house. So, if you're watching this video and this is your house, put a sign on it. Oh, airness. Okay, I get it. I've seen airness around. That really is quite lovely. The trouble is the front is not where I get to it. Lily pads. That's real nice. Over here, we've got Berkey 13. Too many trees, so can't really see it from right here. We've got a relatively Krala-style modern building going on. Well, I suppose XB and Zul'jin also make these sorts of things. Tales of Torche I. Torche 1? Torch I Seal? Don't know. But quartzy, glassy, modernish. If modern is the 70s, I don't know what current modern architecture is like. You'll have to ask Stratus about that. Oli G! Nice. I love the cracked stuff. Falcon Maiden's Hobbit Hole. I love that tree on top. So as you can see, lots of people have done lots of things. And you haven't even seen the really productive things that people have been making. These are just the pretty things. Over here, you've got Enki Noobstein's barge. He's got his various animals trapped in there. Enki Noobstein. He's got all sorts of things and is incredibly generous with all of it. If there's anything you need, he's probably got it. And he's probably got more of it than you could need. Wolfer has these mini Slipgator discs here. Okay. And now this pretty path right here leads to the commercial and political districts. Work in progress. Don't look close, you'll see my stocks. I don't know if they meant to do that, but awesome. So this is the path design that I tried to replicate over on the east side as well, with the polished granite and the unpolished down the middle, slabs and cobble slabs. It's real nice. Right here, we've got Speedy's Rent-A-Noob. They've apparently moved the chicken cooker over here. Ooh. I will take a little bit of chicken. We've got redstone lamps with daylight sensors on them. The command blocks seem to be causing some minor issues with it knowing when it's supposed to be on or not. At least, so people have been saying. Oh, it's a nice little garden area. I like the wool particularly. Here's the newspaper stand. I got the subscription. It's a diamond for 4 issues. And then up here is where the town hall is going to be. Pretty sure there's nothing here just yet, but they have flattened it out. It's going to be a big community thing once everybody finishes on the current big project that's in the Nether. So we've got the town hall. We'll be able to see all of the commercial district once it's up and running, and just a tiny bit of the residences. So all in all, we've got a nice setup going here. I'm not certain what sort of shop I'll set up, if I set up any. I've got a couple of See, it's the middle of the day and the lights are coming on. I'm not even sure where the ice farm is. And I'm only halfway decent at redstone. I can implement most things and I can understand what quite a bit of it does, but I might not make the most efficient redstone contraption. And the road kind of ends here. I'm not sure if they're planning on going that way or down along the coast. Maybe hook it up here. Yeah, it took quite a lot of people to fix Mr. RPG's 3x3 redstone door. And there's Mr. RPG himself. You've seen this community room. It's all set and good. And now I'm going to take you over to what this episode was really supposed to be about anyway. And that's my project. Now, it really should be a community project. I really want everybody to contribute to it, but I got it started. Well, apparently Stratus doesn't know where it is either. And Stratus is here all the time. I'm fairly confident he eats, but I'm not sure he sleeps. By the town hall. Oh. Hello, Poochie number 2. Yes, I have a second Pooch. He's been having some trouble coming back from the Nether, so I've left him here for now. I stop by every now and then, say, "Good Poochie." Have some rotten flesh. So Mushroom Island is over that way. This is the first emerald I obtained from a villager. And speaking of villagers, I do have a cart. Time for the most pointless cart ride ever. Whee! And that's it. That was really just here to get the villagers up here, because this is Lyte's Nether Village. Here we are on the roof of the Nether. If you don't know how to break through, there are plenty of tutorials. And this is a fully working village. Spawns villagers and everything. And not only does it spawn villagers, it spawns iron golems. So we've got enough villagers here to merit, protection. I don't know why these doors are closed. But there's a giant potato farm to help inspire the breeding, because the brown coats will harvest the potatoes when they need them and throw them at the other guys. When they've got enough food, they'll be willing to breed, so long as there are enough doors. So if you ever see a cake on the server, it's probably from this farmer. Oh, Wolfer fell again. So this right here is the temporary spawning area. This will eventually be the town square. We've got sidewalks walking through. These are just recommendations, really. So if there's anybody from the server watching, you can come up here and build a nice little house. for the villagers to live in. As we get more houses, this middle spawning area will be less necessary. Once we get one house, or, I mean, I suppose a house could have more than one door, but if we get enough valid doors from real houses, we can take down this spawning area and have just a nice, fully working village. I set up a couple of things that are just to indicate what sort of thing is going to be here. I mean, you don't want to walk in and be like, what's this? We've got ourselves a nice little house. It's got a little desk inside, a couple of villagers, apparently. Don't know why they all congregate in here, but they apparently enjoy it. But the important parts of making things here is that there is nothing spawnable with 5x5x4 above it, or else we'll get ghasts, and that's a terrible, terrible thing. These here are slabs, so nothing can spawn there, can't spawn on fences. Anything that is spawnable, like the farmland, has slabs above it to make sure no ghasts can spawn. The other thing that's really important is the glowstone above the door. That's what makes it a valid door. I'm not 100% sure why, but to make a valid farm for a valid room for villagers, it needs the door and it needs the glowstone right above it. So, if you want to build here, build small. We don't want huge, grandiose bases here. We just want somewhere villagers would like to live. Because they're here. They're going to be helpful. Once we get to the point where we want an iron farm, we're going to need lots of villagers. And this is probably where they're going to come from. I could make an infinite villager breeder, but I like the quaint and cozy, natural sort of setup of this. Granted, having it in the Nether isn't strictly natural, but I think you get my drift. Sorry for the abrupt cut, but something happened that I needed to cut away and come back for the ending. So, this is me in the Nether at my Nether village. Back there was tiny. So I will see you in the next episode of Symmetria, or Falsecraft, or whatever False Symmetry decides to call this server, with Lyte.